I'll try and respond quickly to some of the issues as best as I can, and I'll wind up by just pointing out one or two little things that perhaps we could do immediately if we're so inclined to, if it put some spirit in this and for building communities, what can be done nationally. But some of the issues raised, Mr. Stewart, well, of course, I don't think anyone can argue with your submissions. The PM is all powerful. Ministers have a certain degree of power and that sort of thing. Selection of councillors, though, you raise that. How are councillors selected? And it's purely by the party. It's purely by the political leader almost. They have the final say. So it's the parties do it, and the leaders of the party will have the final say. And that's that. You know. For now, well, Mr. Ramshop, you're suggesting that the CRF should focus a bit more on local government because you're saying that it is the basis of everything in terms of development and so on. I agree with you entirely. We talk about the Borough Action Team, and you're right. In fact, they had the first meeting that sort of put things in train to build the alliance in 1980. I recall that at the San Fernando City Hall, where the town hall at the time. Yes, and yes, it's an important part of history. There's an important part of history I shouldn't be forgotten. You know, I should have mentioned in my book. I mentioned a lot, but I didn't really mention that. I talk about the Borough Action Team, though. Yes. Okay, Karen. Karen, there really is no information base existing. I mean, as far as I know, of course, you have the Central Statistical Office that have some bits of information, population in communities and that sort of thing. But apart from that, about needs and what roads need paving and where community centers, you know, there isn't that information base. I really don't know. Councillors are not guided by such an information base, so there's a lot of work there, you know. But before you reach there, I just want to do that, but we still have some other basic work to do to get the communities going. Mr. Lachman, training of representatives, well, where's Mr. Lachman? UE does have a program where they train councillors and they do these programs and so on, but I'm not sure how many councillors attend, to be quite frank.
It's not working.
Yeah. And
I did a radio program a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
A number of complaints from constituencies.
Yeah, they don't see their councillors. Oh, I should mention now, I did say that we can't see any indication of for the Ministry of Local Government, but there's one thing that they have done. Every councillor now has an office paid for by the state, a secretary paid for by the state, and a telephone. And his office has a sign up and so on. And so every electoral district, you'll have an office of the councillor.